Come on, get the sauce.
Nice. All right. Boom! Oh, yeah, we got that. Thank you. Craig, did you see that? Starbuck in 170th. 172nd. Got it. Can run into debt. Oh, come on. She's hurt. Copy. They carjacked this car at gunpoint, and he's armed. Okay, we're going to try to stay with it. Yeah, I see him. I'm on him. 172nd and Starbuck. Okay. They were in the silver Kia at the beginning, and then they pulled over and carjacked this blue Tundra, brown Tundra, at gunpoint per TV9. And this guy is armed and running around here. Okay. You talk to her, because I'm not going to deal with her anymore. Yeah, I got you. I'm following the mail. All right, running back to the black and white. I'm going to take the black and white. Got him. Hey, is your desk telling them? Obviously, they don't know. Hey, desk, if... Is that a CHP unit? Hey, Craig, are you watching this? And I'm off your left. Hey, Craig, he just stole the police car. All right. All right. Got it. Hey, Craig, you're wrapping that video, right? They're telling you to climb. I'm still behind you, 9. I lost him out the window. Oh, there he is. Got him now. Okay. I'm going to lay the foundation, then I'll get to it. Oh! 2 minutes to show, 2 minutes to show. And if you're watching on KTLA.com, this is Sky 5 with Tim Lynn out over Rosemont following a stolen CHP officer's CHP vehicle. Get ready to go on Channel 5 and here on KTLA.com. He's going to roll this thing. Man, it's so far. It's hard to see him out the window. This guy got dust. I don't have him. Oh, he's in the weeds. Okay. Damn. 1 minute. Now he's coming up to a wash here. One 6 second. And Maury's coming up to the solar panels east of the wind farm. How'd now, Sherry, you're looking at this CHP unit. Now, this all started with a pursuit. I can't hear IFB. Did they lose us? And Sheriff, we're barely hearing you on the IFB, but we're following a stolen CHP vehicle. We're near Avenue 162 out in the desert here, up near Rosamond in the far north end of the Antelope Valley. This all started off with a pursuit with the LA County Sheriffs of a robbery suspect. He was in a silver Kia. And then after he ran from them, he got away from the sheriffs and then carjacked a Tundra. And if we go to some video we shot earlier as we came overhead, he got into that Tundra, then took off and raced across the Rosamond Avenue to the west. And when he turned up into the desert, he crashed that Tundra and then lost control and went up into the field, hurting his female passenger. He got out on foot, and as we have some more video here, got out on foot, was running around, and ended up getting into the CHP car of the vehicle of the CHP officer that was following him, and it was in foot pursuit. He just did a big loop and was able to get back and take the CHP's car, and now we're way out here in the north end of the valley. You see him just here on the live side of this. You can see him making his way in the dirt roads up here. Right off 140th is what we're hearing now. He's way up in the hills. So it's just all dirt roads up in the valley here. So he's just kind of working his way along. He's been spinning out in his CHP car. There are no ground units around him, anywhere near him. In fact, I don't think they know where he's at. But we are, the media ship up here, we're both working with the LA County Sheriff's helicopter to direct that helicopter in on this guy. So hopefully we can get an eye on him with the LA County Sheriff's helicopter, which is not more than about 5 miles away, and another media helicopter I'm listening to is trying to direct him into it. We're back now westbound, right about Avenue 162, but we're in the desert, so we're nowhere near any marked roads. And if people are familiar with the Antelope Valley out here on the west side, it's where the big windmill farm is, out here on the west side of Rosamond. And right about Avenue 172 is where he turned off Rosamond. And so we're continuing on here westbound back to the in through the desert here. And you see him just bottoming out as he works along. So yeah, he's been hit really hard here a few times, spinning out and getting into the desert and really pushing this vehicle along. So he's been really pounding that car. So he's got to run out of road here. Looks like going some whoop-de-doos here. Turn it down to the east now, so the sun's behind him. So he's moving east again. And as we come around, as I come around here, I got to watch for the other media helicopters as I come around. But we're way up here at 6,000 feet to keep out of their way and also to get our signal back in. So he's back now eastbound in the desert here. It looks like he might have bottomed out, but like I said, this started about a half an hour ago with the Antelope Valley Sheriff's, I believe it was the Lancaster office, in pursuit of him for robbery. And during that pursuit, they lost him. He was able to carjack a car, and now he's, after crashing that car, the Tundra, he's now stolen the CHP unit. And so right now he's just stopped in the desert out here, I would say about 3 miles north of Rosamond Avenue, and probably right in line with about 162. So that shows you how far out in the desert we are. We're working our way back to him. And like I said, telling you what's going on here, I'm listening to another media helicopter direct that Sheriff's Air 29 in on this pursuit, but really tough to direct him in because there's no landmarks to give the helicopter where he's at. And right now I can't see him out the window. We're just following him on the camera. Colton Von Perch doing a great job with the camera from this high to keep track of him. But right now he's working his way now northbound again. As you can see that vehicle there, it's off to his right, so that shows he's northbound. It's the only way I'm staying too oriented with him because he's so deep in the desert here that we're going to keep an eye on him, and he's probably going to end up bottoming this thing out, trying to push it through the desert, and hopefully it'll just go ahead and bottom out and have to get out on foot. Then we'll be able to get the air unit on him. But that air unit is in the area working really hard to figure out exactly where this guy is. So right now, there's kind of pushing through the desert in this stolen CHP car. He is armed. They did confirm that he did have a weapon, and he was seen with that weapon carjacking the Tundra that he crashed in the desert. So as you can see right now, he's pushing through the brush here off the road, just off-roading with this vehicle. Okay, he's by a building. Okay, I got IFB back. I'm up at 7,009. Guys, up at 7,009. And Craig, I hear everybody. There's a unit right ahead of him. Why is he not chasing him? Five's up at 7,000. Mike, I'm back. Well, as you saw right there, he just passed those two units there on the dirt road. They're right behind him right now. And there's also a sheriff's helicopter overhead, so he's not going to get away at this point. You see the speed picking up very quickly here as he moves along. And with that on this dirt road, he's going to find a dip up here and bottom this thing out. But right now, it's still continuing here southbound back towards Rosamond Avenue, but he's on the brakes here at a Y. Let's see what he does here. These are all dirt roads out here. I'm up at 7,000 feet. Yeah, well, basically, they're just going to try to box him in. The spike stripping out here is going to be a little tough, and I could say they're out in the middle of the desert, so there's no idea the streets or the roads or the dirt roads where he's going to go. He went right by a unit that was standing outside of his unit as he drove by, and they know he is armed, so he's just really ripping along here. And the thing is, being able to stop him is you're not going to be able to pit him out here. Maybe a spike strip if they get a tactical ram out here, because it's a CH. They may just decide to do a tactical ram to stop him because they don't unit onto a regular street. We see him just bouncing right here through this dirt road. But we're heading out here as he comes around on the dirt road with those 3 units down back behind him. And as we work our way around, I'm just using the camera here to try to stay with him. So forgive me if I lose the signal here for a bit as I make a turn, because I don't want to get away too far away from him. Because Colton is having a real hard time staying with him, but he's doing a great job. But you can see he's just blasted through the desert with those 3 units behind him. And about the only thing they can do, like I said, is either block a road, but he goes through the desert. If you do that, I wouldn't doubt it. And 5 is all the way up to 75. Oh, absolutely. Well, I guarantee you, all of Antelope Valley, both the offices of the sheriffs are coming up this way. Their helicopter is overhead making position reports, as well as we got. I'm looking back to see if there's any units behind him. I don't see any units. Well, yeah, there are a couple of units in trail by about a half a mile. The only reason I can see him is by the dust trails. But he's heading now southbound through the solar panel areas out here. There's some population out here as well. Looks like he's getting on some hard-packed dirt. And probably in about another couple miles, he'll have Rosamond Avenue again. And right now, it's just a matter of staying with him. The air unit's going to stay overhead and keep track of him. But like I was trying to explain on a tactical ram, most departments will not do that except in extreme conditions. And the thing, of course, is they just basically sacrifice a unit to try to ram and spin him out or just stop him. They're unable to do that, but they'll get him on a turn or get him somewhere where they'll just bury a unit into the door and try to drive him out of the desert, then pin him. But right now he's coming southbound on this dirt road here. It's a little hard pack area, and it's going to put him onto a Rosamond. I believe this is going to be Rosamond. He's going to be coming up here too in about another quarter mile, and that is a paved road that runs east-west through the north end of the Antelope Valley. And once he gets on that, it's going to be quick. Now, hopefully there's a unit down here. I see a car stopped. Hopefully that unit's waiting for him to throw a spike strip. Not really sure that's a police car. I'm so high up, but there's a unit parked right at the intersection he's coming up to. He's on the brakes, slowing down. Looks like he's going to go off in the desert. This is what he's done before to get away from units that are waiting for him. And there he goes into the desert, westbound, going to pick up westbound Rosamond as he goes under those wires right there. And hopefully he gets just stuck on the berm. Ah, great. There you go. Perfect. Got himself stuck, and now he's coming out. Here comes the unit, and on foot, going to run. He's going to give up. You see right there, it's a Ventura County Sheriff, because they were alerted to this pursuit as well, because it was heading up that way. You see this Ventura County Sheriff, excuse me, I'm sorry, Kern County Sheriff on him, holding him at. Yeah, you see the CHP units now arriving. The white cars are the Kern County sheriffs. They were coming to north end of Kern County at one point, and so That's the first one I've seen like this. First one I've seen like this, especially with that the butt hooker. He made the big run and came back around. That's one thing they try to tell you to do is turn off your car, take your keys, because they will do that. We had that one I worked with where a suspect did that, ran around a building and jumped in this pursuing unit's car, and off they went. But yeah, luckily he buried it here in the berm before he got back on Rosemont Avenue. If otherwise, we'd still be going at a super high speed. So luckily, this all came to an end very quickly here at the end. Yeah, that's what happened. Is the first unit behind the car, when it buried that Tundra into the desert and they bailed out, that officer took charge of that female. She's in custody at the end of the crash, but this suspect bailed out, ran around the desert, and then popped back into a CHP car, stopped on the road behind. So yeah, so she's in custody, and hopefully they can recover the gun, and then so hopefully we'll be able to bring this to a fulfillment here as far as getting everybody in custody. You see right now.
Come on, get the sauce.